are deeply interested in India. I send you my cordial greetings on behalf of the Muslim India, and I feel we have your good wishes. As you know, of the many races, creeds and religions that inhabit the vast subcontinent of India, there are two major nations, the Hindus and Muslims. 100 millions of Muslims cannot be characterized as a minority. We are 70 millions in the northwestern and northeastern zones of India. We constitute a majority of 70% against the caste Hindus in these homelands of ours. We want the division of India into Hindustan and Pakistan because that is the only practical solution which will secure freedom for both Hindus and Muslims and the achievement of stable and enduring governments of Hindustan and Pakistan, which I am confident will settle down as friends and neighbors like Canada and United States and other sovereign states, both in North and South America. Hindu India and Muslim India must be separated, because the two nations are entirely distinct and different. And in some matters, one India is impossible realization. It will inevitably mean that the Muslim will be transferred from the domination of the British to the caste Hindu rule, a position that Muslim will never accept. As an all-India minority, we function by force. It will never secure the willing approval and sanction of the 100 millions of Muslims, unless the gravity of this aspect of the problem is realized and tackled frankly and boldly by the British government. Chaos is inevitable, which must have serious repercussions and endanger the world peace. Our scheme of division of India gives Hindus 3/4 of the country, and the Muslims secure a dominant voice in the remaining 1/4 of India.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Very, very warm welcome to all of my lovers, subscribers, and friends too. You might have listened the voice I played of the great leader that you must have listened the voice of the great leader, of founder. Today everybody is aware, very important day here in the history of Pakistan. Before about 124 years, there was 1876, and the day was 25th December. A shining star came into this world. In the home, in the house of in the house of Jinnah. Nobody was aware about that. This child will definitely be brightening like a star in the future and would remain in the heart of a big population for the years and years and for the centuries and centuries. None was aware about that this is the child who will bring happiness for the people, who bring cure for Muslims, who will cater for the biggest population of this subcontinent. No one was aware. But these all decisions are made up from Almighty. that who is going to be what, it just in the knowledge of Almighty. Even at that time, the family might not have been aware, but I'm sure about that this is the child on one day definitely will be governing a separate homeland, which will be definitely gotten by this child after having the struggle of day and night. Nobody was aware about that. So that is, will be the personality which can never be forgotten. The people who are living in this independent, individual, separate, and prosperous homeland, which name is Pakistan. Obviously, this was built by the Qauid. This was because of the efforts of Qauid, about what nobody was aware that this could happen. So, you know that this is the birthday of the greatest leader of the leader, Mr. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He was born in 1876, 25th December. And today, 25th December, means 124 years have been passed in the birth of this great leader. But I tell you one thing, when the leaders are born, their habits, their styles, their efforts, their struggle, their way of living just start from the first day. Because Almighty has built these personalities in such a way that they definitely are different from others. So we are specially celebrating this program on the greatest personality of the globe, I would say. That this is not just the Muslims, this is not just the people living here in Pakistan. All over the world, people praised this personality when this personality was able to build up a separate nation on the basis of two-nation theory. And all the things happened peacefully. This is the biggest, I consider, its success, which definitely directly credit goes to Qauid Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the great leader of Pakistan. So, guys, that we are here on this auspicious eve that we want to talk about the Qauid Muhammad Ali Jinnah. And we want to tribute that personality, that who did such a marvelous job, which definitely will be kept in everyone's mind till the nation exists. And inshallah, the nation will be existing till the doomsday. This is our prayer and authentic faith as well. The country will flourish. Country will continue. Either me or you are here or not, but country has to survive. This is our strong belief. So today I decided, because it's not my day of coming live, but I decided because it's auspicious day of Qauid Muhammad Ali Jinnah's birthday, then I decided to discuss a little bit about this auspicious personality, this marvelous, this splendid personality. I mean, who did such a great thing for us, which can never be forgotten and which is impossible for a common person that this is possible. Is it possible that any person who is not having any sort of power, emanation, or any mean brutality or the brutal way, what most of the people, if we go towards the history, that definitely we could observe the brutalities while occupying on any land or to get any separate homeland. It's impossible. But Qauid did it without any atrocity, without any brutality, with all the thing, with all of peaceful manner was utilized, and which I consider is the biggest success of the nation, of the people of Pakistan, and definitely it's going to be a biggest example for the people of globe, that nations could be built without any bloodshed. What most of the times we people are thinking, that bloodshed is prerequisite to get your right, but in this case the Qauid has definitely proved this, that it's not just the case. Okay, the history is filled up with the bloodshed while occupying, while getting separate homelands, while getting their own homelands. This has happened, it's a fact. But in the case of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in the case of Pakistan, this didn't happen, which we consider is the biggest example, and it's really unprecedented in the world, in the history of globe. So, very first of all, I welcome you people already, but once again, because many people have tried, so I was giving the intro, so I couldn't introduce my friends who are with me this time. So definitely I go towards them. So very first of all, who are with me, please tell me. Mozam is there with me, and Dua Noor from Spain, she is. So thanks a lot, Dua. Thanks a lot, Mozam, for joining my transmission. Amin Khan and Arif and Yasser also has joined. Mozam, your background is looking very beautiful. Thank you, Mozam. Thank you, Mozam. But I tell you, Mozam, I don't work on these things. Just all the things are natural. Because I've mentioned to you people many more times that I'm the single person who is managing all the things. So might be some there. Oh, I'm looking at you. Oh, this is the biggest comment for me. Really, I am really grateful to all of you that you are praising for me. So, Mozam, today's topic is very, very important. I tell you that I was feeling much more fear while coming on this topic, but definitely the relevant day was there, and I wanted to tribute to Quaid-e-Azam. I am here just to tribute to Qauid. I am not the personality, I'm not the person, I'm not having much more knowledge to talk about that greatest personality. It's not possible even for my mind, even that I could or I should discuss that personality. But just I am here to tribute to Quaid-e-Azam, who did such a splendid job for the people of Pakistan, in particular Muslims, because basically this country was built for the Muslims, but definitely minorities. They are our brothers and sisters, and we give 100% protocol to all of them. But why, when Britishers ruled, so I am coming on my topic, that when Britishers ruled on subcontinent, they came and obviously they occupied in a sense, but they occupied in a very different way. Not just they attacked or something like that. No, they came with a planning. They came with East India Company. All of you are aware about that. So, and gradually they entered, and then definitely they were going to occupy this land where this was called Hindustan, and all the Muslims and Hindus and other religions as well, they were living here. So in the beginning, you know what happened, that there was a Congress party of Hindus, and Qauid was also part of that. Because Congress was working to get rid of the Britishers, that they should be free from Britishers, that Britishers should not rule because they occupied. And this is the history. This is for my Britishers friends as well, that this happened. This happened in subcontinent. So little I also will be discussing same time with my friends who are participating. So Mozam is saying we celebrate Qauid on their birth with different speeches. Yes, sure, Mozam. Mozam, just I have to invite my more friends. Just I'll be coming again just in 10 to 15 seconds. So please be with me. I'm here, and definitely we are going. So once again, I am in front of you. So guys, so please be with me, and definitely we are going to share much more information today about Qauid, which has not been revealed before. And obviously, like Mozam was saying, that he will be discussing much more with us. So Mozam, please also I also will be sharing the things with you people. Jinnah was an Indian politician, but campaigned for an independent and separate homeland for Muslims of Hindustan. Before he was part when the Congress was working for the people to get rid of Britishers. Thanks a lot, Siraj has joined. Siraj, really thankful to you that you have found out time for my live transmission. So Siraj, that I want to share that today we are going to discuss the founder of Pakistan, because it's his birthday today, and definitely we are going to talk about India as well, Hindustan as well. So I was saying, eco issue wasn't. So now you please tell me that, is it still there, or I'm fine. Sarah, thanks a lot that you have once again, because Siraj is from India and she is Muslim, so a good friend of mine. So really grateful that she has found out time for my live transmission. Okay, Mozam, I have to still coming. Okay, little bit. Now, Mozam, look at that. Whether the position is clear or now, please tell me. Now, please tell me my voice is clear too. Siraj, my voice is clear. You are receiving my voice clear. So please let me know about the voice. The guys who are with me, please tell me that whether my voice is clear to you, or if it's clear to them that you guys I want to do next too. So I will say that before definitely Yasser, okay, I think Mozam we should ask from others also. Yasser, how are you? Why? I think wasn't since from the beginning when I haven't touched any of my settings. So maybe from your side there is a problem. So okay, I should ask from others whether they are going to have some problem or not. So Yasser, how are you? Thanks a lot, Why, for joining transmission. And Yasser, you know that today we are going to discuss about Qauid, because it's complete for Canva. I'm okay. Yasser, so nice that you have joined the live transmission. And today, Yasser, you know that it's 25th December, and this is 124th birthday of Qauid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, which the nation is celebrating with full of its enthusiasm, with full of brilliance. And also, I thought that we should also participate in these activities because definitely we also have to play a role and we also have to tribute to Qauid. Okay, when you issue rule, okay, Mosam, I don't know then what is the problem I'm getting from here because, okay, little I tell you one more. Now you please tell me, Mosam, what about my voice? Is it clear? Please tell me. Now my voice is clear to you, Mosam? And from others also, asking from other people also, I'm asking that you people are receiving my voice clearly, or is there any problem? So please, Mosam, tell me. Now it's okay. Okay, nice. Okay, a little bit I changed, so maybe there was problem. So I was telling you that Qauid was working definitely means for getting free Hindustan, India, which is called, before that. And he was obviously working with Congress. But later on, when Qauid felt this, that there are two nations in majority. Okay, other nations are there, but they were in minority, like the Sikhs, like the Christians, like some other religions, also Buddhist and all that. So Qauid thought that there is much more number, definitely the Hindus and definitely the Muslims. Commitment that we will try to work hard for to make it more progressive and also try to work for its prosperity. Yes, obviously that Qauid has given us this route that we have to work a lot for Pakistan. We have to improve it a lot. We have to bring progress for this. Definitely these are all sayings of Qauid. So I was, Mosam, first of all we have to go for a little history. Then definitely we will be coming on the sayings of Qauid Azam. First, what I am telling you the history, so please if you have any information, Yasser, if you have any information, so you must share with the friends. So, but when Qauid felt that definitely there are two nations in majority, then what he decided, Muslim League was working already to get a separate homeland for Muslims as well. So when Qauid saw this thing, when Qauid observed this thing, that definitely that we also need a separate, definitely we want to get the Britishers from English people, and definitely we have to get a separate homeland for Muslims as well. So if we are going to get rid of Britishers, so maybe if tomorrow we Hindus because are in majority and Muslims are also in majority, so and their cultures, their religion, their ways of living, all the things are different from one another, from each other, entire different. So then Qauid decided that first of all, definitely we have to get rid of the Britishers, as well as we require a separate homeland for people for the Muslims, and they also are in majority. Like something 70, more than 70 millions. Okay, the people were there, Muslims. So then this was decided that okay, we have to get rid of English people from Britishers, unauthorized, or you can say unbalanced and unwilling oppression on the Muslims and the Hindus and on the other religions, on Hindustan. on India. So then Qauid said that we have to work simultaneously. First of all, we have to work for to get rid from the Britishers. Then definitely we have to get separate homeland for Muslims, where they could definitely do all the things with full of liberty, with full of independence. So then Qauid joined Muslim League, and Muslim League was having this object to get a separate homeland for Muslims. So Jinnah was Muhammad Ali Jinnah Quaid-e-Azam was born, as I told you, on 25th of December 1876. Now you see that roundabout, exactly if I count, so 124 years have been passed. This great personality came into this world. And obviously his father was a very rich person, and he was a businessman, he was a merchant, Pooja Jinnah. Okay. In Karachi now, which is Karachi, and it's part of, before definitely in India, this was all, all the areas of Pakistan and India both were together. So now, which is Karachi, so there he was born. I tell you that's a very important information about Quaid-e-Azam, that he got studies from Bombay University and definitely from Lincoln's Inn in London. He got education. This is the basic thing. From where he got, and also he was a practicing lawyer. He studied law, and definitely he was a politician as well. He was a lawyer, barrister as well, and very competent personality he was. And obviously, just you should think yourself, like he fought for the rights of the Muslim, like he fought for the people of Kranj, Pakistan, or fought for the rights of the Muslim. No dull person could do this. Obviously, this was the, definitely it was possible for that person who deserved, who is mentally strong, intelligent. He did. So the point is, like many, people are there that know that people, many more people are there who are at that time, many leaders for the Muslims were there. But that I want to guide us. And also there is the thing that he joined this later. It's not the thing that he joined, and definitely he didn't introduce Muslim League. This was already originated, this was set up. So Qauid became the part of this Muslim League. So also, if you have some information about Quaid-e-Azam, any history related to this, so please share with us anything which important is in your knowledge. Definitely you must share. I also tell you that definitely we have to discuss about this little bit, and definitely then we have to have the sayings of Quaid-e-Azam, and one particular thing which I am going to share with you, that is the first speech of Quaid-e-Azam in Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, which obviously everybody is aware, held on 11th August 1947. I'll be sharing major points of that speech with you, inshallah ta'ala. So you have to be with me in the live transmission. So as my routine, I am not going to do the live transmission for much more time. Definitely, as my scheduled time, 1 hour, 30 minutes have been passed. 30 more minutes I'm with you, so please be with me. So Qauid, Mozam is telling, Qauid Azam is in birthplace Karachi. Yes, he was lawyer and politician. If you want to search his profile, yes, obviously, Mozam, I also have shared this thing that he was a lawyer and a politician too, and he was having much particular status, auspicious status, splendid, marvelous status within the politicians, even the politician of the world. He was leader of India Muslim League. Yeah, obviously, yes, Muslim. He was the leader of India Muslim League, and basically it was definitely he was working basically for the Muslims. But when after all we got separate homeland, because I am using the word again and again Muslim, so I definitely would never forget minorities here living in Pakistan. This is as much as I own this nation, I own this country being a Muslim. So they also own on the same position. They also, but Qauid said that definitely we have to be free for our worshipping places and all that. But for the minorities, they would have the same powers. They would have the same liberty. They would have the same freedom. Whatever they want to do, they can. They can go to their free or their quotation. I remember that Qauid said that they are free to go to their temples and wherever they want to go, they can. Okay, whether the Hindus are living here, whether the Christians are living here, and whether the Sikhs are living here. So all of us are aware, and I want to give this message to the globe. I want to give this message to the world from this platform, because definitely my speech is going to be listened throughout the world, that this is the country what many people, few of the world leaders and countries think a terrorist. So I tell you, this terrorist, what this terrorist is doing, that we are giving the equal rights to all of the religion who are living here. And if you are going to interview, going to ask from the people who are from minorities just regarding their religion, so they would tell you that as the Muslims own this country, we own on the same level. There is no difference at all that if I am a Muslim, so I own this country more, and the other people and from other religions, they are going to have lesser. Not at all. So Muslim is giving an important point. Leadership started from 1930 and the end in August 1947. Yes, Qauid Azam was first Governor General of Pakistan. Yes, sure. So I want to give this message to the world from here, from this very important and auspicious platform, that this is the country which is for every individual, no matter from which religion that person belongs to, whether from Hinduism, whether from Christianity, whether from Sikhism, whether from Buddhism. They are free and they can do anything, whatever they want to do. And I tell you, in every major city of Pakistan, I invite every foreigner who want to visit here, in every city round about, that all the worshipping places are available or set up of every religion. Whatever the things are especially relevant to the worship matters, Muslims can do. The same things could be done by other minorities, by other religious minorities. I tell you, they are not the minorities just being religiously. If the people are lesser in number, so that I am telling that, okay, they are in minority, just mean they are lesser in number. Otherwise, they are enjoying the equal rights and they are part of our parliament too. They are part of our parliament too. It's not the thing that they couldn't participate in any political activities. Definitely they can. If Qauid said this, who is the founder of the nation, who is the leader of the nation, who definitely got this country for us, so he guided us as well. He was a guide of us. He guided that we have to give equal rights to every religion that is being provided. If there is any problem, so our government, our people, they are ready to facilitate everywhere what the people are required. So Muslim is saying in mosque and other seminars in Pakistan, a lot of prayers also performed to establish relationships with other countries. So I consider that people need to study, people need to learn, and particular people who are living in other countries, so they should learn about Pakistan. Pakistan is a peaceful country, and I tell you one thing, that the biggest argument of this peace processing, that we got this separate homeland just on the basis of peace. As in my beginning words, that there was no brutalities, there was nothing wrong while we got, our leader got this separate homeland for us. We did a lot. Definitely we sacrificed. The people were, at the time of partition, when the people who were coming from the other side, so they people, they faced many more problems. But we didn't create any single problem for any individual, which is the biggest thing for the world. And now the world, unfortunately, they are saying, terrorist activities are being operated from our country. Not at all, never. Okay, if there is any group or few people are doing it, definitely we are going to have 250 million population. So there might be one or two, but we crush them. If there is any person or group like this, so we crush those people. We never want any person who is destabilizing the peace process, who is, and I tell you, I want to give this message to the world, that the Pakistani people are peace-loving. Pakistani people love peace. They don't want any differences. They don't like any contentions among any country, every country. And we pray for, and we keep on. Our governments are always there to keep very respectable and unbiased relationship with all of the globe. Why it is? Why am I saying like this? Because these are the sayings, these are the guidelines of our great Qauid. These things are ordered by our great Qauid, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Because he proved himself that he got a separate homeland without any contention. What do you think? Isn't this a big thing? This is my question. Please come into comments and please answer me. What do you consider that this is smaller thing? Isn't this countable? What? That you are going to have a separate homeland without any war? Even in West side, many wars have been fought among the different countries who are now friendly countries. But before they fought, they had wars. But my country, my nation, I consider this is the big blessing of Almighty, the greatest Allah, the God, that we got this nation without any war, without any fighting, just on table talk. And definitely all the credit goes to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Qauid, the great Qauid. He made this possible, that he got the nation for the Muslim without any differences. He convinced. And yes, there is a very important point Muslim has raised. Qauid did not tell a lie with their nation. We really appreciate his qualities. Definitely Qauid was a trustworthy, a truthful person, and always he used to speak truth. And he got this nation on the name of truth, on the name of Islam, and Islam means peace. I want to tell the globe what is the meaning of Islam. That just know the word Islam. This is Islam, Arabic word, Arabic language. But do you people know the meaning of this? This means peace. We are peace. Because the religion we have, the leader we have, even if we start from the biggest leader, the leaders of the leader, and the holy leader of this globe, Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. He was a peace-loving person. He started himself. He prevailed all the Islamic culture and religion on the behalf of the peace. And I give this message to the globe as well. Any person who is not believing in peace, just consider that person is not belonging to Islam. This is one minor my point, that anywhere you are going to observe any person being called, being named a Muslim one, but is not act accordingly the peace process. So just consider that person is a fake Muslim. He is a fake. He is not a Muslim. He can never be Muslim. Because the first, for most important quality which is required for any Muslim who believes in Islam, who thinks that Islam is very important, Islam is a part of our lives. So just consider that person is not Muslim, who is not believing in Islam, who is not believing in ethics, who is not believing in morality, who is not believing in peace first of all. Because peace is first important thing which is needed for Islam. If anybody is not acting accordingly, just consider that person is not at all linked with the Islam. So, again. So I want to tell you that all the things depend on the leader. Consider one thing: whatever your leader is guiding, whatever your leader is playing role, the same role will continue. Keep it in your mind. At any cost. Very frankly tell you. You have to, it's a nature. You have to follow your leader. So my leader, who got this nation a separate homeland for us, for the Muslims, he believed in peace. And he proved himself that he did, and he got a biggest aim in the life. It could be the biggest aim in the life. No, not at all. There couldn't be any aim, could be more than this. To get a separate homeland. And if you're getting separate homeland, and just on the behalf of peace, just with the help of peace, how this comes possible? But it is possible. He made it possible. So, Daud has joined, Islamic Studio has joined, thanks a lot boys. Pakistan Military Academy will perform their duty for change of guard. In the end, I want to share some sayings of the Qauid, which are obviously the biggest tools for us to have progress. He is governor of Sindh and Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah went on this and paid homage to his great leader. Definitely in all over the country, but I would rather say in all over the globe, wherever the Pakistanis are living, so they are celebrating the Qauid's birthday with full zeal and zest, and it's very good thing. And I would request to every Pakistani Never forget your elders. Never forget your blessings. And I think the biggest blessing on us after God and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, there is blessing of the Qauid Muhammad. So we should not, and all the days of Qauid we have to celebrate. And definitely, as far as myself is concerned, because of COVID, we could not arrange a program. Otherwise, we were planning to arrange a program on bit highest level, but because of COVID, that I could not. But inshallah, whenever we are coming out of this dilemma, so definitely we are going to celebrate the Qauid Day with full of zeal and zest, with full of enthusiasm. So in the end, first of all, I want to share before the ending lines. There was first speech of Qauid in first Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. When Pakistan came into existence, on 14th August 1947. So, before just 3 days, like on 11th August 1947, he appeared in front of Assembly, Constituent Assembly first time, when he became the President of Pakistan, first Governor General of Pakistan. So what he said at that time, I tell you that these are lines you must have to listen. These are the lines which can guide you throughout in your life. These are the sentences which definitely will prove a guideline of life for you. So what he says, in first Constituent Assembly, first session, first speech of Qauid, I am going to perform, quote unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, I cordially thank you with the utmost sincerity for the honor you have conferred upon me, the greatest honor that it is possible for this sovereign assembly to confer, by electing me as your first president. I also thank those leaders who have spoken in appreciation of my services, their personal references to me. I sincerely hope that with your support and your cooperation, we shall make this Constituent Assembly as an example to the world. This Constituent Assembly has got two main functions to progress. The first is very onerous and responsible task of framing our future constitution of Pakistan. And the second function as a full and complete sovereign body as the federal legislature of Pakistan. We have to do the best we can in adopting a provincial constitution for the federal legislature of Pakistan. Really that not only we ourselves are wondering, but I think the whole world is wondering at this unprecedented cyclonic revolution which has brought about the plan of creating and establishing two independent sovereign dominions in this subcontinent. And it has been unprecedented. There is no parallel in the history of the world this mighty subcontinent with all kinds of inhabitants has been brought under a plan, which is titanic, unknown, unparalleled. And what is very important with regard to it is that we have achieved it peacefully and by means of revolution of the greatest possible characters, dealing with our first function in this assembly. I cannot make any well-considered pronouncement at this moment, but I shall say a few things as they occur to me. The first and foremost thing that I would like to make is this. You will no doubt agree with me. The first duty of government is to maintain law and order, so that the life, property, and religious beliefs of its subjects are fully protected by the state. So, these were few words of Qauid I have got from his first speech in First Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. The session was held on 11th August 1947. And definitely in near future you are going to listen in my voice this complete subject in the shape of voice on my channel, Srar Khokar TV English, so that you people should memorize. You people have to memorize. You people have to recall all these things, that what he told us, what he has guided us, what he has given the way to spend a life, what he has given the way to run your country, which are the preferences must be taken by yourself to improve yourself, to get progress. So until we memorize, until all those things we keep in our mind, I tell you that we can never be progressed. So just I want to thank, there is one of my friends joined this call. So thanks a lot for joining. So and really thanks that you have got time for me for being with us. And definitely, I don't know, I mean, from which country. Please, you tell me that from which country you belong to, because today we are discussing the Qauid Day, and Qauid is the greatest leader and founder of Pakistan, and he is, the considered leader of the world. The people from the globe accepted him as a worldwide leader. Okay, you are also from Pakistan. Okay, sorry, I was thinking that you might be from any other country. So I would say, to keep ourselves up, to be progressive, to get development for the country, we have to follow the saying of Qauid. We have to follow the saying of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. We have to follow the sayings of our founder. Because like what he did and what he struggled, we cannot. What he did, it was splendid. It was impossible what he made possible. But just what we have to do, that we have to protect this nation. We have to be progressive and developed nation. Just only we are supposed to do that. Only. Nothing more. It was a difficult task when we were not having a separate homeland and getting rid of the Britishers, then from Hindus. That was done by Qauid as a Muhammad Ali Jinnah. I mean, the difficult task was done by Qauid. Now, easier task we are supposed to do that. We have to cater this. We have to bring on the path of progressing. We have to bring this nation on the path of development. Just we are supposed to do this thing. I think this is not that much difficult as Qauid did. As Qauid was facing the difficulties, our Qauid's followings, sayings, guidelines, I consider we can progress very easily. We can develop very easily. So Muslim also is sharing very nice information. Establish a separate homeland for us, President. Yes, Muslim, you're right. And try to conform with the vision of Qauid Azam. We as a nation try to become united. This is very important point, that we are not united. What Qauid said, what Iqbal said, that we are not united. And I tell you, unity is strength is not a smaller word or not a smaller sentence. That unity is required to do everything, whatever you want to do, you can. But just with the help of unity, first of all, you have to bring unity in yourself and then just look up the fruits of that. Just look at that, what is going to happen. Then look at that, what Almighty is going to bring up for you. What even you haven't thought about that. Even you are going to get those things as well. Whatever you want to have, you could, just with the sake and help of unity. Why we are broken out by the globe? Unfortunately, just this is the reason that if we become united, so like the country we are having, like the resources we are having, like the developments we could make, the world is in fear. That what is going to happen. I want to give this message to the globe, to the world, that we are a peace-loving nation. Because all of our leaders, the very first leader of this globe, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the founder of this country, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, both of them guided us. They loved peace and guided us to be peaceful nation. To be caring for the nation, other nations, as a peaceful ones. So peace has been given to us in our diet, in our nature. This is going to be the instinct of my nation. It is going to be the nature of my people. What? That we can never ever be out of peace process. We have to be in the peace. Because these are the sayings of our leaders. So definitely multi-million of people are living. So mentalities or thoughts could be the different. But as I mentioned earlier, that whenever you are going to perceive, if there is any person who is not peace lover, just consider yourself with full of responsibility, with full of liability. I am going to tell you that just think that person is not belonging to Islam or from this country. Whosoever is called a Muslim, whosoever is going to be called a Pakistani, first sign of that person, peace-loving, believing in ethics, believing in morality. It's not just when I'm saying for nothing, baseless thing, I'm not saying. All these things are with base. So, the unfortunate came on 11th September 1948. After making these much endeavors, after facing many more forces, Qauid's body did not support him, and he left us alone, to God, the Almighty, Allah. But his sayings, guidelines, efforts will always be with us to improve ourselves, to progress ourselves, to take care of ourselves and other nations. Thank you very much. Pakistan, Zindabad, Qaid-e-Azam, Zindabad.